Hi guys, so today I'll be teaching you how to make the trending Milky Donuts. You can see how beautiful it's looking. Let's get started. Here are my ingredients. First is my flour, 500 grams, and next is my castor sugar, 120 grams. Next is my margarine. I use 50 grams of margarine for this particular recipe. Next is my dry active yeast, 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon active yeast. Please note. Next, my 2 eggs. I use 2 large eggs for this particular recipe. Next is my water, 1 over 4 cup of water. And after the water, I have my milk. Of course, it's a Milky Donut, half cup of milk. So guys, let's get started. I transfer all these into my mixer and I begin to mix. I start gradually with a lower speed until all the ingredients are well combined to avoid splashing. In a hand mixer, you have to knead for about 15 to 20 minutes. Minimum of 15 minutes, you can do 20 minutes. After that, please clean hands when handling your pastry. Guys, you can see the way it's looking. It's lighter, it has increased in size, although it's yet to rise properly. Guys, I need for about 1 to 2 minutes. You can do maybe 2, 3 depending on the amount of dough you're needing, but do not exceed 5 minutes. Guys, I have my flour and I'm using this flour to dust it to avoid sticking. It's not a wet dough, so it's not going to stick, but at least it's going to make the process easier for you. At this point, just to be sure, I'm going to conduct the window pane test. This is a test to know if your dough is ready to be handled or is ready to be used. Guys, this test is a sure test. If your dough will rise properly, fast, take a look. It's a stretching test that if you stretch it this way and it doesn't tear, know that it is perfect. You can stop kneading and then start molding or cutting your desired shape and size of dough. Can you look at it? It's called the window pane test. Then I just combine the whole thing together because I actually cut out some parts. I get my scale. I'm going to be cutting out smaller chunks and measuring this. The essence of measuring it is for uniformity or equality so that there won't be much disparity in size. I decided to go with 100 grams. I added a bit of, let's say, about 104 grams so that when I cut out the tip, at least it's going to balance. You may not get a perfect size. Some may be 100, some may be 99, but at least the inequality is not going to be noticeable. So this is how I mold my dough into a ball because we want to get that donut with lines. So after this, I try to flatten it up a bit. If your dough is well kneaded, this rolling and molding is not going to be a problem for you. It's going to be super easy for you. The more you practice this rolling method, the better you get at it. So guys, this is me. I bought a clean tray and I dusted it with flour to avoid sticking, and I'm going to start placing my dough balls on them. I'm going to repeat this process until I've exhausted all my dough. It's really fun to mold this thing. Before I tried this, I used to see this thing as something very tasking, but let me tell you the secret to this. If your dough is properly kneaded, guys, it's not going to be heavy, it's going to be very light, and molding this into balls is very easy and it won't be difficult for you. So clean up here to keep the work surface clean. These are the dough balls. Allow it to rest for about 45 to 60 minutes, minimum of 45 minutes. Then after the maybe 45 minutes, I'm going to start prepping my oil. Pour in a generous amount of oil inside a fry pan, and guys, don't allow the oil to get too hot so that your donut doesn't burn. Once it heats up, just put it there. It's going to slowly and gradually fry your donut. Please do not use oil that is super hot. If you have an oil thermometer or a baking thermometer or meat thermometer, you can always use it to check. So guys, just allow it to sit on it. It's not going to suck oil because it is well inflated. Maybe after about 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, depending on how hot your oil was when you started, you just give it a flip. I don't allow mine to get too brown. You can see the way it's looking. Very beautiful. And the lines have appeared there. So guys, when you feel the other side is done, you can just use that skewer to confirm that the other side is brown, just to perfection the exact color you want it. You just take your spoon to start removing it from the heat, because if you waste time, guys, it's going to burn and you don't want to have that kind of experience. So that I ensured I fried everything until I exhausted all my dough. Guys, this is not all though. It's really a large batch, but then this is what I'm showing you guys. It's really beautiful. Please check the recipe in the description and try this. So guys, I'm about to start making the filling. So I brought out three. Reason why I'm going to put only three is that I don't know if my kids will like it because they don't like something that is too sugary or something that's going to be messy. So I decided to fill only three. I started to pour it inside a flat plate. I'm going to be dusting my milk first of all. So I tried to just put it in and try to rub it around. Guys, it wasn't working. It wasn't giving me the exact result I want. I don't want it to be too milky or so I decided to use my hand to pour the milk on top of it. These donut balls are so beautiful. I bet you, if you get your dough kneading right, everything is going to work out very well. So I repeated the process, used my hand to dust it properly. It doesn't even consume milk. The ones I was seeing on the Instagram, someone will empty almost one packet of milk. I'm like, this little quantity I poured here still remain, and too much of everything is bad. So it's time to actually make the filling, but first of all, I need to drill a hole or to poke a hole in my donuts. I don't want to be struggling with the cream when I want to fill it in, so I had two instruments here or two items here. First of all is my dowel rod, and the second one is my scraper. This scraper you use to peel your peeler, used to peel your potatoes, So I decided to try out the two because my peeler had a pointed tip. That pointed tip I normally use it to open my liquid milk. So I tried it too, and the dowel rod gave me a better result. So I poked them, and it's time to make my filling. This is my whipped cream. I already whipped the cream. So this is about 100 grams of whipped cream, and next I'll be adding my homemade pastry cream. I have a video on how I made this pastry cream. Guys, let me tell you, I decided to use what I have at home. I didn't want to start pouring in another milk, but guys, this particular filling is the bomb. This particular filling is so sweet. To my greatest surprise, I filled only three donuts. My kids finished it asking for more, saying that the milky filling is so delicious. Guys, know that you can never be wrong with whipped cream. You can never go wrong with whipped cream. Whipped cream is so nice. Then you now added it to this my beautiful, tasty homemade pastry cream. Oh my god, this particular creamy filling is heavenly. I'm going to try it over and over. And thank God the pastry cream is still remaining. I can always whip up mix whipped cream and mix it. Can you take a look? Very lush, very creamy, so nice, guys. If you want it thicker, you can increase the amount of whipped cream, or you make the whipped cream super stable. But the way it is, I am okay with it. So I'm transferring it into a piping bag. I'm gradually doing this so that I don't incur more spillage and make the whole place quite messy. So I'm trying to coordinate myself, ensure it is I poured it in properly, and also know that I also prepped my bag. I had a nozzle in it so that it would be easier for me to insert. So guys, I gradually push this in and apply that pressure and fill it in with some creamy goodness, some milky goodness, guys. I never expected that my kids are going to love this creamy filling, but guys, it's so tasty, it's so yummy, it's amazing. Pastry cream is one thing I've been long wanted to try, and I think God I tried it recently before this donut started trending, and I decided to make use of it. I've just ticked it up my bucket list and I love it. I'm going to make it over and over and over again. So guys, this is what we have. So beautiful, so fluffy, so yummy, so tasty. Ensure you check the description and recreate this recipe. Until my next vlog, bye.